Namaste all. Today, on the auspicious day of Saraswati Puja, we are starting something afresh. From Nagamangala Educational Trust, we are bringing up a series of learning sessions on our YouTube channel by the name Vidyakula. The main motive of coming on this platform is a very beautiful one, Kalyana Kalisana. Let us learn from each other, let us teach each other. So with the vision, we are starting today, launching today our YouTube channel of Vidyakula, upcoming Vidyakula International School by Nagamangala Educational Trust. You will be having a lot of interesting sessions related to educations, and all the students, teachers, principals, and enthusiasts who are enthusiastic to learn anything can be the viewers. Today we have a few directors with us, and the upcoming school's principal also is there with us. So before I formally begin the session, stay connected with us because today's session is very interesting one and apt as per the timings. It's on national education policy. So don't go away anywhere before we come to the topic of today, that is NEP. Before that, everything begins with the blessings from the god or the goddess. So we'll begin with the Saraswati Vandana, and I would request Paddy sir and his better half to pray to the goddess to bless us all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Welcome to all of you, all the directors and our educational consultancy. Let us pray together. As I pray, you may chant also behind me. Let us do it, the pious prayer, Saraswati Vandana, so that Goddess Saraswati blesses us with all knowledge and well-being. Ya kundendu tushar har dhabala, ya shubhra vastravrita, ya veena varadanda manditakara, ya sweta padmasana, ya brahmachyuta shankara prabhutivi, devai sada vandita, samang vadu saraswati bhagavati, nishesha jatyapaha, haste spatikamalikam vidadhati, padmasane samsita, Vande tam parameshwarim bhagavati, buddhi pradam sharadam, buddhi pradam sharadam.
Thanks a lot, sir, for the melodious and pious beginning. Now I would like you to introduce one of the directors who's among us, Dr. Shobit, who is a doctorate in molecular biology. He did his research from Singapore University and his PhD from Japan University. He's the director of a very reputed institute in Bangalore. He has published various papers in the international journals, a very knowledgeable person, and being in research is really challenging, we all know, and he happily takes that challenge every day. He's also consulting scientist for various institutions of repute. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope my voice is audible. Firstly, today being a very auspicious day, I humbly pray to the goddess Saraswati and my favorite god, Tai Chamundeshwari, that our National Education Trust goes to a good success in the future. So, with all the blessings of the goddess and the help by all my friends, colleagues, and everyone involved in National Education Trust, today we have started a new idea into practice, that is making our own school. So the main concept of which, the force which drove us to start the school, was that I always believed that the Indian culture, when you see the Indian culture, you can see that the number of people who have gone to greater heights come from the rural background. Even though I am not one of them, I always am admired, and also I feel selfish that why I do not have the experiences what the rural people have, because that basic experience nobody can teach you in any school, any college, or any by any professor. That is a natural course which you go through, which enriches your knowledge, experience, exposure, so that you can survive anywhere, think very elegantly, and also have the force, driving force to reach any heights and go through any kinds of hurdles in life. So keeping all these minds, even though I have traveled various countries and studied there, I always had that some thing in me which always forced me to help, or to give some what can I say, give some josh or push to the students from the rural background, so that they can make our country really proud. So on that note, I hope our institution, the National Education Trust, will go to a really good heights one day in future, and it will be helpful for all the Indians as much as possible. And we will always take an oath to say that we will always maintain the quality in the education, and we will never ever compromise in that. So with this, again, I request everybody to have their blessings on our Vidyakula International School and also the National Nagmangala Education Trust. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for the beautiful vision, and indeed, we'll be successful. We all pray for that. Having such a great vision, God, goddesses also help us to fulfill that vision. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Now I would like to call upon again our principal, sir, and I would like to introduce him in brief. The upcoming school, Vidyakula International School, and the principal, sir, Mr. Pati, is with us. He's a MA MPhil and having more than 3 decades of experience in education sector, having the experience of being founder principal of many schools, and he has worked in various capacities in various schools and has gained the experience from everywhere. A very passionate teacher, especially towards English, and well-traveled. So obviously he knows how to make, or rather transform, the students from sapling to full-grown tree in the manner our society needs today. He has chosen a very interesting and timely session for today, that is National Education Policy. All of us know it has come, and all of us have our own perceptions about that, what it will be, how we will be implementing it, what is going to happen, how it will transform for the betterment of our society, because our children will be making the next society. So all that queries will be answered today by Padi sir. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Ellarigo namaskar. I am really very happy to be associated with National Education Trust. It would certainly be a wonderful association, as I knew some of the trustee members personally, and that made me to come back nearer to the same place where I spent some 6 years. As Madam says, certainly 32 years of experience I have in the field of education. I'm Dr. Vijay Chandra Padi, as Madam told about my qualifications. I have been into CBSE and ICSE schools. I would rather say most of the time I spent in CBSE schools and as principal, as teacher. So I know the nuances. Now, as this National Education Policy 2020, which we all believe that would be revolutionizing the education system, whatever is within and from outside. It is very important to know what is all this and what is special about National Education Policy, which was not there earlier, or how it may revolutionize. Today, I will briefly throw light on the curricular structure of NEP 2020. Most of you must be aware it has the pre-primary structure, then middle, and then high school, and then the upper high school and senior section. Most importantly, earlier we didn't have a status, legal status of the KG section. It, although in some states they were running with state permission also, but at a national level, there had not been any envisagement. So now the pre-primary section has been categorized up to from pre-KG, LKG, UKG, up to class 2. So this total 5 years will be called as pre-primary. Then the primary stage will be standard 3, 4, and 5. Then we have the middle section, 3 years, and then 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. The whole integration of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th will give a good impetus to the education system. Now, what is so special about this NEP 2020, apart from this structure? The whole education system will be semester system, which we find in foreign countries. Semester system, shorter modules, both formative and summative assessment will be there. Of course, we had been following from some time, from 2009 to 2015, we had this formative system, which could not be followed up properly, and so it had to be stopped. But now it has come with a clear-cut policy how formative and summative assessment will be carried out. More emphasis will be given to experiential learning, including integration of arts and sports. Last 2 years I've been in the CBSE school. I was the cluster chief. Even I went for affiliation purpose also. So what is more important is from last 2018, the CBSE has started integrating arts, which is a very, very good development. Sports, of course, had been an integral part. But now, what is special is sports has been integrated in such a way that every day half an hour should be spent on sports. Our daily curriculum is to be integrated with arts integration, which started in 2019, and it has gained momentum in all CBSE schools. Now it is going to be a national phenomena all over the CBSE state board as well as ICSE schools in India. That is a revolutionary development. A lot of other things, arts, what do we mean? Storytelling, the art itself, the drawing, dramatization, crafts, modules. Earlier, when I was in a school at Vijayanagar, I used to tell my teachers, either you take the students to the lab or bring the lab to the classroom. This means experiential. The student has to have direct vicarious knowledge. That is going to be implemented now in this national education policy. One more emphasis has been put on reduced curriculum. Students find it very difficult, really. Being as a teacher and as principal, I know the difficulty of teachers, difficulty of students. It becomes a mugging exercise which doesn't give any life value. Now, emphasis has been given that the syllabus will be less content based to the core essentials to make space for critical thinking, holistic and discovery based, discussion based, analysis based. One more important thing is there will be flexibility in choice of subjects. No hard separation between curricular, co-curricular or extracurricular areas. Physical education, the arts, vocational education like photography, sewing, agriculture, sericulture, electricals, STEM-based knowledge, all would be integral part of education. From 6th onwards, vocational education will be compulsory. One trade a student has to take up so that they will know in what line they are going to be expert while having a broad knowledge of everything. Languages, as usual, the 3-language policy, and then from 9th onwards, the 2-language policy will remain. But more emphasis will be given to the classical language. A child should study because India is a treasure house of traditional, classical mathematics, philosophy, grammar, music, politics, dance, medicine, architecture, metallurgy, drama, poem, all these. Even storytelling also has been a part of our childhood learning, as we used to learn from grandmothers, grandparents. So these will be part of the education system now. So all this will be possible once teachers are properly tuned, because the students will be in the hands of teachers. How they will deal with them then will be the improvement of the students. So there has been minimum 2 years of classical language learning system also in the new education policy. Vocational courses will be must for 2 years, be it carpentry, electrical work or metal or gardening, pottery, photography, STEM learning. There are 4 subjects. And when I came to Vidyakula. This was my concern that yes, we will give all these facilities to the students. I know it is very difficult, but then the management are magnanimous, and they will certainly provide all the facilities so that it will cater to the requirement of all the students, variety of students with variety of requirements. Of course, the preventive health education, mental health, nutrition, personal and public hygiene, first aid, all these will be part of curriculum. Explanations on damaging effect of tobacco, alcohol, all as it is there, that will also add flavor to making a person a complete wholesome personality. Now, there will be national textbooks with local content and flavor. I knew, being a language teacher, I have been English teacher, when we used to read some foreign stories, the students from rural background or urban area, they were not used to understand when a story from a foreign atmosphere was to be brought. So they were not finding any relation between their life and the story. Of course, there are some classical stories that should be always included. But then now with local flavor, the course will be more interesting in national education. Examinations will be at standard 3, 5, 8, 10, and 12. Most importantly, these tests will be conducted by National Assessment Center for School Education, NASCE, state centers, and National Achievement Survey. University examinations, of course, will be done by NTA, National Testing Agency. There will be various programs and upgradation of these programs. Clean, safe, adequate study and working conditions are some of the most important things that any public school has to provide. And I am sure and I am happy to know the vision of the management members that they are going to give a wonderful atmosphere, all the facilities, infrastructure, which will facilitate in child's easy learning, purposeful learning in this field. Clean, safe study atmosphere will be as an asset for the Vidyakula International School. I am very thankful to the management committee and hats off to the directors that they are taking up this project so that the students, the local people of the locality will be highly benefited in this endeavor. Thank you all.
Thanks a lot, Parisar, for your insights into the NEP. Now I would like to call upon, we have another management trustee with us. And since all of us have spoken in English, so why should we forget our local language, Kannada? So I will request Naresh sir to kindly address us in Kannada and to give us few insights about the upcoming school from Nagamangala Educational Trust. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾವು ನಾಗಮಂಗಲ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾಕುಲ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ರೂರಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. So now, with this, I thank all of you who's participated in this session today, and all the viewers. I'm sure you are going to get benefited by the upcoming sessions, which we will be broadcasting on our YouTube channel of Vidyakula. You can just go to the YouTube and type Vidyakula, and don't forget to switch on the notifications icon so that you will be constantly updated about the upcoming sessions. And all the sessions will be benefited for all the students. It will be related to the education and life skills, and it is not only for students. Parents, you also stay connected with us. Few counseling sessions also will be coming for the parents, which will be helping which will be helping the parents to help their child to learn better. So the sessions will be at least twice in a week, will be live on our YouTube channel. It will be from 4 o'clock to maybe 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So thanks a lot to all the viewers. Stay connected and share the video with all your colleagues who are interested in learning. So Kalyona Kalisonam, let us participate and make this learning chain a very long chain, so that learning multiplies, and even our mathematicians will be unable to find out the answer of that multiplication. Thanks a lot. Stay connected. Stay safe.